Suzanne Henwood and Braining for Success. Again, I just wanted to share with you some reflections. I don't know where you start your day or how you find space and quiet and calm to find your inner voice, that deep, quiet voice that can so easily get lost when you're busy and doing, when you're running around. I often find that for me a beach can be a really great place, although it's actually quite noisy with the waves. It's a beautiful, still place where I can sit undisturbed and meditate and pray and just daily ask questions of, you know, what is it you want me to do today? How would you like me to serve? And this morning I was reflecting on a book I've just read. It's a Robin Sharma book. He writes leadership advice within the form of a novel. This one was around leading without a title, encouraging each and every person to lead and really to be excellent in what they do, from what you might consider the lowliest of jobs right up to people with a title and privilege and position. One of the analogies was around being an elite athlete. And if you think of an elite athlete in whatever sport you like, maybe you particularly follow football or tennis or swimming or athletics, just think now, as I'm talking, of an elite athlete in whatever sport, and just reflect on how they got there. How many hours of practice, training they would have had to have put in to even get in the elite squad, let alone be at the top of it. So for your athlete that you thought of, how have they got there? Some of the research says 10,000 hours of practice. But of course that practice has to be good practice. It has to be growing the right skills and excellencing. So let's just say they have done 10,000 hours. That's an awful lot of time and work and effort to get to that moment when you see them excel in a pool, on a field, on a track, whatever it is. And how long do they stay there at that elite level? And how do they stay there? It's not like once you've got that great time, that great performance, it's with you forever. You have to keep practicing and you have to keep training, and it takes discipline and commitment and effort. And in the book by Robin Sharma, it was linked to being a leader. How do you be a great leader in your life? How do you be an elite leader? And having got to be anywhere near where you'd call yourself an elite leader, how do you stay there? What are your daily practices and training regimes that mean you stay at the top of your game? And I found that a real challenge. I really questioned myself in terms of what am I doing to not only learn a new skill, but to then master it and then maintain that mastery. As I grow, the field changes, time moves on, clients get more complicated. One of the things I was able to tick and say, yes, I do, is find space in the day for my own coherent, balanced breathing, for my own reflection, meditation, and for me, prayer, where I can check in with myself, where I can check in with the wider field or connection with others, where I can connect in with my connection back to source to say, God, what is it that you want me to do? Where do you want me to serve? Who do you want me to serve? How do you want me to be doing that? So I just pose the question for you. One, do you have the intention for mastery, for excellencing, for being elite in whatever it is that you do? not for pride or arrogance, but in order that you might give and serve, help, make meaning. Do you have that intention? Do you want to be the best you can be, the highest version of yourself? And if you do, what are your daily routines? I'm sat here on 90 Mile Beach. I'm on a 5-day trip writing new curriculum material with 2 other master coaches and master trainers in Embraining, the developer, Grant, and Wilbert, who's flown over from Amsterdam. And we're spending 5 days together. But each morning, about 6:30, I get up and I'm going for a walk, either in the bush, by the lake, or by the beach, to just make sure I'm in the best possible place for that day, that I can give my best, that I can be the best, that I can have just thought through the wider things of life that might otherwise stop me in that present moment as we write and create, from being able to contribute effectively. I also walk about an hour, hour and a half to find somewhere quiet along the way to sit. And exercise is really important for fitness, for persistence, for health. So in a way, well, maybe it's 3 things. 1, getting up early, setting your day with the intention. I could have so easily, it's actually quite cold here, I could have so easily just stayed in bed, wrapped up warm, got a cup of tea. And indeed I did for a quarter of an hour. I just started another book and read for a little while. It would have been very easy just to have turned the telly on and waited for the time we've agreed to meet. But I made the decision that no, I would get up and come again and sit again and pray and meditate again, reflect. So really that one thing has kind of created 3 ticks, if you like, on my daily discipline. 1, to get up early. 2, having that attitude of doing that in order that you can be the best, prepare yourself for the day. 3, finding space to breathe and meditate and pray and reflect. And 4, indeed, that coherent, balanced breathing that allows my brains to communicate, align, connect, and begin to rise to the highest expression, rather than being on a hamster wheel and being in the mundane and mediocrity. That it's so easy once you get good at something to then let go that passion to be the best and even better. And Jim Collins, of course, well known for good to great. Are you prepared to let go of the good in order to be great? Are you prepared to up the discipline, effort and commitment to move to another level? So this morning I just share that with you. I hope you've enjoyed the sounds and the vision of the ocean wave as the sun rises. And I'm just going to pan out slightly as you begin to see now the sun coming through a layer of cloud and producing a really beautiful brightness. As I finish this time of space of being alone, and head back to get ready to start my day, go and have my shower and go meet the boys for breakfast. But I just challenge you with that question. 2 questions. 1, do you want to be elite at what you do? Do you want to be a leader? Do you want to be the best you can be so you can serve even more effectively? And 2, what are you doing on a daily basis to practice and train to not only get to that point but then to stay there? So I hope it's useful. It certainly was useful for me, and I just thought it was worth sharing with you. I wish you well. Let me know what your practices are. Let me know what thoughts arise from you from that meditation, and let's support each other, because in growing together we're even more powerful. I believe that we need to come together and collaborate, and we need to have each other's backs, and we need to build each other up as we grow and develop and awaken and evolve. So bless you, have a beautiful day. As I say, I'm gonna head off now into my day, and I leave you with those thoughts and this beautiful vision of 90 Mile Beach in Victoria, Australia. Suzanne Hemwood, Embraining for Success. Bless